Hello and welcome back to the Monsters Mansion. Right, as what I'm going to do is carry on with building these walls, and as in well, hopefully we better get all these walls done, as in this video, and then we can either start on the roof or we can start decorating we'll carry on with decorating the first floor, sorry, ground floor, and then start the first floor. What I've done is take the camera off the stands, and I'll come behind it, and just to show you the walls I've got to do. I've got to do all these walls here in the bathroom, and then do all these ones out here. It's quite a bit of to do, and especially with all the walls, because this is the the first floor, and then we've got to do around the other two bedrooms as well, the hallway upstairs, and yeah, so it's quite a bit to do. And then we've got to put this front bit up on this bit here, finish off this the hallway. The high walls in the hallway. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do, because you've seen me do the walls enough times and cut them and put the support in with support. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go away and I'm gonna get some walls up, and then come back and show you, because it does get a bit boring, and they're watching the same old thing. And sorry about that, because and I've really put more walls up than I have decorated or put furniture in. So what I'm gonna do, and as is carry on with these walls, and then I'll come back and show you once I've got like halfway up or something. Okay, I've got some walls up. It's about halfway, I think, or just a little bit over halfway. And I'm going to start from the back. I'll show you. That's the bathroom, and I am going to put a removable wall there, but I haven't done that yet, so I've still got to do that. And then plus, this is what I've done around the front. I've still got to do, and there's some more walls around the front here, and there's this one here, this cupboard here, and then where it goes out to the staircase to go downstairs. And I've left this wall out here because I've thought to myself, and now if I put this wall in here, and then when I come to, hang on, let's get it, and as, no, let's go around the other way, and as when I come to decorate, it and put the door there, and then we'll decorate this wall, and and then put it in, and that saves all the hassle, and then try to get your hand down there, because if you have a look, and that is I don't know if you can see, but and they try to get my hand in now. That is a bit too small, as you can see. So that's what I'm gonna do in that room, because that's why that wall ain't up. And as I've got the colour walls up on little Eddie's, on Eddie's bedroom, and as you know, I've got colour walls to do on and then Lily's in the bedroom. But you see this one here, and that why I've cut that back short, and that because that's where the balcony comes, because the balcony is going to be about that high there. I'll put a pen mark or pencil mark, and that is from there to there is going to be the handrail, or to say up to the top of the floor was going to hold the roof, and and then I build the rest of the frame in above that. But yeah, I've got to do, because that wall down there, is that wall across there, and with the doorway, and then put its front up. So and then once I've done that, I will come back and show you. Colour. Yeah, well, I'll say to you, Bob, I'll see you back in a minute. And it's a lot like a minute or a couple of seconds for you, but for us, and it's like a couple of days and that, because we're very like you got to cut all the foam boards, but where you got to glue it all together, and that, so it's all double thickness. Cut all the wooden supports. Could get one cut all the foamboard to size, so that does take a couple of days. Is what to do. So, but what I say to you, and I'll see you in a minute. Well, it's a minute for you, but it's a couple of days for us. And I have cut some more because I run out of these. Sorry, we'll go here, and I'll run out of these wooden dowels. But I'll just show you how many more I've just cut. No, I've just cut all these wooden dowels. There's 25 there, and that is the height. And as you can see, with the wooden dowels, and there's in there 10 by 10, so it's 10mm by 10mm thick, and they're wooden dowels, and they are 23 centimetres long. So now I've got enough of these, and now I can carry on with the walls. So okay, I've got the walls up in the where we're on the first floor now. You can see this one here there's a floor that's got to be put across there, and all that, because that's where the door goes, and it leads down into and Lily's bedroom, and that's what's got the umbrella or the witch's hat roof on it, and that is well, it's the shape of a witch's hat, and I think, and so this is the look at as we're inside the inside the rooms. Still there, and as I explained, there's this one here has got no, we've been putting that on after I decorated it, and that, but you can see down into the main corridor. There's the other rooms, and they're all done. The bathroom's all done, and I did cut the door out for the bathroom. And that's because I think if you go back in this video to when I started putting these walls up, and I only had that doorway there, and because I forgot about this doorway, and had to go in the bathroom, but I've cut that out now, as you see. And that's so, yeah, that's that. And what I'm going to do is put this up on the, and raise this table up, and then I'm going to show you the outsides. And as we have a look, see what the outside looks like. And as it's getting taller. And as then put a roof on it. There's inside, no, you can see, I don't think you can see that. Inside the main corridor, but it's the other way. And down there's the telephone coffin. There's the door to the kitchen. Door to door to the living room. And that one there goes out into the dining room and that. And that, so what I'm going to do is raise it up, and then we'll have a look at the outsides. Before I raise it up, I just want to show you the ceiling that I have done for it, and all that, because this is where the roof's going to sit on now, and that's so I can lift that off, and then when I need to, and get into the rooms. Yeah, so that's the roof. Well, not the roof, but the ceiling done, and I've still got to do the roof, as you know. And now I know, and we've got bits and pieces everywhere, and because we're, as you know, like as busy. Okay, I've raised the table up, and now we're at, so you can see it all, but I will walk around the house or the mansion in a moment. But what I say about the witch's hat, and because I call that bit there as the witch's hat, and that will be sitting and up here somewhere. But you can see why why I've cut that off there. That is this bit here, and up to there. So on that, and I've got to put the handrail around. I've got to put a door through. These are double doors. And then we'll sit back here, and as and then build these. Go back to the picture. Build these walls up here, and that all the way round, and as and then put that and that make that witch's hat to sit on top of it. This is sit on top of it, and then plus I've got to do all these. See, it's about there. We see this level here, and it's roughly about there. So I've still got to do the arch, do all this roof here, do all this roof along here, and then they make all this up, and as in do this roof here. So there's still quite a bit to do, and but that is what I call the witch's hat, and because like to me it looks like a witch's hat, but and other people they call it a different thing. But what I'm going to do is take this a picture down now, and as in show you around the rest of the mansion. Okay, I'll start on this side here, and we can have a look. See, it's coming up now. You know, like it's finally coming out of the ground. Well, off the foamboard. But yeah, it's going to look all right now. Because you know what's going there. There's balcony there with the double doors will go into Marilyn's bedroom, and I've still got to put a window in there. What goes above the roof, and well, I'll just explain that bit, as you know. Got like Eddie's bedroom there. You've got Herman's study there, and I'll put and then a removable wall there, so we'll take that out once the roof's on. We can see in there, and as in round the back, see this is still a little Eddie's bedroom, but I haven't put a window in that. So I could put who's on the inside, I could put a unit up against it, and that, or his bed or whatever, you know, like putting that up against it. And plus this is the hallway. I haven't put a lot of window in there because I've got a big unit was going to go up on the inside there to go in there. And then you got like the bathroom, and then you got granddad's room, bedroom. So that's how far I got. And it is coming along now, so hopefully we'll be starting the outside soon. So I don't know where to start the outside and start getting the brickwork all the way around the bottom, doing the weatherproofing, and on the outside, and as I put doing the glass of windows, and then because I've got to put another floor in there, as you know, and then so I can put the handrail around and the doors up, and we'll go from there. But I don't know where to carry on with this, or go back to the Victorian house and finish off the bits and pieces in that, and that's all finished, and then come back to this. Yeah, so and thank you for watching another one of our videos, and now I am going to end this here now, but please join us when we do the next one of the Munsters Mansion, because as I just said, now I don't know whether I'll be doing the brickwork and the siding or the waterproofing and on the outside, or sort of doing the roof. So guys, and thank you for watching. Have a lovely week and weekends, and we'll catch you in another one. Sorry, next one. So thank you very much, and bye bye.